So this is the one thing that feminism is missing right now and that we desperately need to talk about, because it's going to create a much clearer picture of why we are giving away free labor to men and why we think it's cute to have babies. Men didn't look at women and say, oh, look, she can create life and I'm jealous of that, so I'm envious of her. They looked at women and said, oh, she can create people. How can I use this to my advantage? She can inherently create something valuable. Her body creates people. She's a people printer. And because men like big, large empires with lots of people, lots of soldiers, lots of citizens that they can tax and get money from, they need lots of people. So they need to make sure that women are constantly having babies. Don't ask me, ask AI. It's just a strategic move for that time so that they can feel secure and so that they can protect themselves and have somewhat of a good life at our expense. They need a large civilization so that that civilization doesn't collapse. Now, when our founding forefathers said, we've had enough of this monarchy stuff, we're going to declare people as free, we're going to leave out women, people of color, and Native Americans, but it was a radical idea at the time based on where we were at. But again, we need a large empire. We need to create a civilization of freer humans. Unfortunately, we're still going to need to probably control or legislate women's bodies. And that's because they care about the baby so much. They care about life, bringing life into the world, right? Maybe they just care about having large civilizations so that they can feel safe and secure because they're scared. And the man with the most wealth and land, the billionaire, they want a large country and they need a lot of people. So they create a nuclear family where women just stay in the home and go crazy. They didn't get free slaves anymore. We outlawed that, so we just made it cute for women to do it for free. We called them good and patted them on the head, told them they were nice ladies, good people for having babies. Same with religions. I come from Mormonism. I got some beef with you guys. Because every time you had that conference, the first thing they would say is how many numbers they had in the church. We have 1 million members. I thought you want women to have babies because they need to bring the babies that are waiting in heaven to come to earth, to receive the gospel so that their soul can be saved. I thought that's why you wanted women in the church to have 5 kids before the age of 25. No, same with religion. They want a big empire. So they want their young Mormon people to create babies. And they tax their babies too. They're like their own little country, religions. Especially the Mormon religion. They take 10% of everybody's income. So they're like, hurry up, get married, have lots of babies. Not because we're trying to save their souls, because we need 10% of their income. We need to grow our empire and take over the world. They're doing empire stuff. The United States has thrived on socially conditioned women who believe that they are here to create a family. Y'all been scammed. Another video of a guy who's in our country says, hey, our women are making more babies. The women with the things on their heads, they're making more babies. We're going to overpower you through sheer population. Do you see what they're doing? They do that. Men know. They know that we could take over a country. If every man had 10 kids, we could take over a country. Polygamy wasn't because the guys were borny, okay? They weren't borny. They needed lots of kids. They needed lots of population. They needed an empire. Mormonism, hey, you're Brigham Young? Because he had 10 wives or 15 or whatever. Tons of kids. That's not because they're borny. It's because they want a large empire. So here in America, men are free and they can build an empire. They can live the American dream, not for women. Our American dream is stay in the house and have kids. But for men, they can make a lot of money. They could be a billionaire. They could have a lot of kids like Elon Musk and go to Mars and colonize it. Elon Musk knew what he was doing when he came here to the United States. He says, I will create an empire somehow. Just kidding, Elon. That was totally a joke. Men don't care. They care about themselves. They say, how can I get all this stuff so I can feel safe? Exploit people? Fine. Socially condition this? Fine. That's why Elon screams, we need more babies. We need more population. Not fix the homelessness or the drug problem. We need more people. That's the pressing issue right now. So women in the Mormon religion, they want you to get married and have babies because all they care about is money. Those babies are 10% of income in their pocket. The guys at the top, Yeah. They get their ego stroked, they get their large civilization, they get their money flowing, and they get women trying to appease them so they can be seen as good. They feel like rock stars, these old men. They don't like women who are educated. They want you to go to BYU because that's where all the other Mormon men, and they know you'll be easily tempted to get married and have babies. They don't care about women. I'm so sorry. This is the wild, wild west. They don't care. They just need their civilization. So that's the truth. It's dirty and it's the same crap over and over again. Any scam they can do to be a Roman Empire guy.